resolution of the Town of North Smithfield authorizing the town to finance water system infrastructure improvements and approving the issuance of the general obligation bonds and notes, therefore, in the amount not to exceed $1 million. And this is for the work on Mechanic Street. And if you look right underneath that, it looks very similar, but then that'll be a separate issue because it will have to be sitting as the board of water commission. So, do number 7 first. Suzdowski, do you want to explain this one?
How to get this thing to stop. As I think most know, for now 15 years, there has been a concentration of chemicals in groundwater in the northern part of the town that both EPA and DEM have had a very difficult time trying to identify the responsible party. That still has not happened, but we do have 5 homes now, based on efforts that I encouraged last year, earlier this year, I should say. DEM has installed filtration systems on 5 homes. I checked with them as late as last week. The concentrations persist. They are not naturally degrading, and this issue is not going to go away. So, the solution, in my professional experience, for circumstances such as chlorinated solvents and bedrock aquifers, has always been to provide alternative water sources to the impacted area. In a perfect world, we would be seeing this done by EPA and the cost passed on to a responsible party. There is no responsible party identified as yet. In my view, 15 years is long enough. And what we do have before you is a financing package that has been offered by the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank, that the project, which has been identified or estimated in cost by our engineer, in an extension of the work that you allowed us to do last year, where a model was created of the Slatersville system and used to be able to understand that this pipeline could be extended and provide the service necessary to those homes for public water supply. At the end of the line, it does not provide ideal fire protection circumstances. We know that, but nonetheless, this would improve the circumstance, the target circumstance. The estimated cost to date is $968,000. The key line that I offered you here in this July 11th commitment letter from the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank is that the bank shall forgive a minimum amount of principal of $450,000 of the loan, which means essentially that the line would be installed at close to 50 cents on the dollar. And I'll emphasize there that I continue to look at this. The key word here is minimum amount of $450,000. There is potential that $450,000 principal forgiveness be increased. No one can promise, but I won't give up the effort that I've made to get us this far and to continue to try to see that number be larger. If we were to go forward with this, and I certainly hope we will, the impact without consideration to new revenue from additional users or connection values, if there are any, would cause an increase in water rates in the Slatersville district of about 9%. And even as a member of that and a ratepayer, I believe that it is in our interest as a water system to go forward with this, to increase the reach of our system and the user base that it has opportunity to serve. I think that's about the best I can do to characterize this.
How big is that main at the end?
It would be 8 inch.
8 inch, so when do you plan on stopping it?
At pretty close to the state line.
Oh, you're gonna go right to the
We go from its existing terminus in Mechanic Street, down Mechanic, out the connector road, up to there are impacted properties on both the end of Great Road as well as on Mechanic Street. There's no other alternative. There is no water source in Millville. That, I had pursued that early on to see if there was a opportunity to bring a Millville source over to be able to catch the circumstance of the houses that are closest to the state line. There are hydrants out there, or at least one hydrant that you might see, and that's what drew my attention. But that hydrant is only for firefighting purposes. It's not a potable supply. It comes from essentially.
And we can't cross over to Millville. We can't provide them with any water, can we?
We can consider that in the longer term.
They're in trouble over there too.
That's correct.
And that would have enough, that 8 inch would be enough to do a little bit of that?
That has not been evaluated. This is adequate to be able to get the line out to the end of Old Gray Road and have ample pressure for residential service.
Just
Beyond that, additional footage and the grades out there depends on elevation, very elevation sensitive.
I just would like to know, because if you're going out towards Bryan, Old Hotness Road, is it Old Hot?
But we would go beyond, we would pass the intersection of Hawkins Road.
Right, but if we went, if they got in trouble over there, I would just want to have the ability to go in that.
Go ahead. Sure.
Okay, as long as it's, sounds good.
May I ask, it's an 8-inch main, and Russ, this is kind of probably your bailiwick. An 8-inch main is quite a lot of water. I mean, if I can remember correct, Darling Village Rock Cliff came in with an 8-inch main, anticipating development into Darling Village. Do you have any idea what an 8-inch main could supply as far as water?
It could, you could always add a booster station to that
Okay.
constant pressure to maintain, like Gary, if you couldn't do fire supply. I mean, it won't go that far now, like Gary's saying, adequate pressure for residential, but it won't give enough pressure for a fire hydrant,
Okay. All right.
But
unless you add a booster station.
But an 8-inch line is the minimum line size advocated today for fire service.
Yeah, okay. So, if I continue, Gary, first of all, great job with the infrastructure bank, super job. When I'm reading the resolution we have before us, Section 3, Gary, I don't know if you have it in front of you, it's basically talking about, can we anticipate, or might there be any federal and/or state aid? Or is that, no?
This is it.
This is it, huh? Okay, and Section 12 kind of sums it all up. It'll be a referendum by the town, so, okay. Yeah.
Well, it won't be a motion yet, Mr. President. You're only on the public hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. This is, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a public hearing. Did anybody have any comments they wanted on this?
When's the last time we got almost 50 cents on the dollar? Oh.
The sewer project.
Yeah, well, that was federal money too, yeah. Yeah, motion to, we're gonna close it and then continue our meeting.
Yeah, motion,
Date set.
motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli? Yes. Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara? Yes. Mr. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad?
Yes.
And just for technicality purposes, Mr. President, the next item on the agenda, the council should identify itself as, maybe take a roll call as sitting as the Board of Water Commissioners first, and then you're back to the council.
Oh, open?
Right. That's what number 8 is. First you're gonna sit at Board of Water Commissioners and vote on it, and then you're gonna sit at the town council and send it on to the Board of Campuses and the electorate.
So then do 8 and go back.
No, 8, and then you go to 9. Unless I don't have my math right.
Oh, you do?
8 is the Board of Commissioners, and 9 is the council authorizing the referendum.
So just like if you're gonna call the council as a site board to order.
All right. I'm just a little confused, so we're not gonna take any more action then on 7?
On 7, there's no action, that was a public hearing.
Right.
On number 8, you're now going to call to order the council sitting as the Board of Water Commissioners.
Take a roll call.
And we take a roll
Okay.
call just for the sake of technicality, because we are going to be putting this on a referendum.
Yeah.
Mr. President, if you allow me, I would like to call to order the Town of North Smithfield Council sitting as the Board of Water Commissioners. Madam Clerk, will you take the attendance, please?
Mrs. Bottomoli? Here. Mr. McGee?
Here.
Mrs. O'Hara? Here. Mr. Zelinski?
Present.
Mr. Biragad.
Here.
And then I would ask that the council consider that resolution that's before you and vote to recommend approval. Obviously, you're recommending, the Board of Commissioners recommending to the council. I know it's jumping to hoops, but that's what it is. Or just vote to approve.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I can do it. I just want to make sure that my math goes correctly. Because there's an A in there somewhere. It just doesn't go from 8 to 9.
Oh, I'm sorry, well, A is the only item the Board of
Yeah,
Water Commissioners has.
Okay.
It's a meeting, technically.
right. So we've, is there any, I'm sorry, so we're going to discuss this great opportunity we have in front of us. And that's about it, right? Then we're going to move on to 9, and voter action for resolution. Correct?
Well, I would just ask the Board of Water Commissioners to take a vote for approval.
Okay. Okay, so, Madam Clerk, will you take a vote of the sitting members of the Town Council acting as the Board of Water Commissioners to accept the resolution?
Mrs. Bottomoli?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara?
Yes.
Mr. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad.
And-
Yes.
And there was a second to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing that this needs to be on the ballot, correct?
And that's why I'm making you go through these.
So
these
November
steps.
6th, okay.
And then if there was a second to the Vice President's motion and that's been passed, you can now go back to the council meeting and vote on it, going to the ballot. Under number 9.
You too, right? Okay. So Solicitor Deleuze, I guess I thought we just took the vote to accept the resolution, so what are you saying we should do for number 9?
Number 9 is exactly the same,
Yep.
except it can't go to the Board of Canvassers unless the council votes as the council.
Yes, and we go to the Board of Water Commission.
Okay. So now, for technicality, does the town council sitting as the Board of Water Authority, do we have to adjourn or, no, we're okay?
You know.
I'm just being snarky, you know I would.
Nope,
Okay, so, Mr. President, if I'd like to make a motion, the town council approve the resolution of the town of North Smithfield, authorizing the town to finance water system infrastructure improvements and improving the issuance of general obligation bonds and notes, therefore, in an amount not to exceed $1 million. That's a motion.
Second.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara?
Yes.
Mr. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. President, I would just ask that you now refer the resolution to the Board of Canvassers for preparation of the ballot. Can we do that?
Okay.
That motion?
That's a motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Bottomoli?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara?
Yes.
Mr. Zelinski?
Yes.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.